A nonprofit in Centennial is working to prevent food waste by taking food that would otherwise spoil and extend its shelf life. Here's our Angeline McCall.
Before the cooking process begins, the first step is actually getting the ingredients.
Today they've got tons of spaghetti squash that are in great shape.
Alex Demopoulos started nonprofit Philo's Kitchen.
On its own, you just think it's an apple or a mango that is going to be something that, you know, maybe it makes it into somebody's kitchen at home. But what we can do with that is take it and break it down and cook it up.
The idea is to extend the shelf life of perishable food.
So we prepped our potatoes and carrots that we recovered from the food bank.
Right now, it's a team of two with his wife. They'll take the items that would go bad before a food bank might be able to distribute them.
I worked at a couple grocery stores and restaurants and discovered this world of food waste that, you know, most people are familiar with, but you don't really understand it until you see it firsthand.
Alex and Aubrey used to work in low-income school districts and saw the need.
It hits me in my heartstrings. Families with kids that they're not getting these meals and like this food is just being thrown out.
The food banks know a meal might be more convenient.
A lot of the families that we see are multiple households in a family, so they each have their own shelf in their refrigerator, and so they can't store like a whole zucchini or a whole chicken or whatever it is. So having the pre-made meals makes a big difference because they have food then when they need it right now.
Joyce Newfield will distribute the meals at her food bank, Community Ministry of Southwest Denver.
It's hard to live, especially in the Denver metro area, with the cost of everything, and so people are becoming more and more dependent on food banks.
It's an effort to feed people and reduce food waste.
No person should go hungry when there is an abundance of food waste happening.
The cleanup is a lot, but it's worth it.
The hope is for food to make an impact on those who need it most.
It's great to see the end part of it, where the families are going to be able to go home and make that meal and heat it up and just have something ready to go, and the kids are going to be able to have a good dinner or lunch with it.
Philo's Kitchen is still a relatively new nonprofit, so when they have funds, they work on those meals, on creating them, but they're still working on creating a volunteer base as well. And ultimately, Mark, you know, during COVID, we saw such a need with people going to food banks, but even that need, the food banks describe as twice as busy as it was during COVID. And so solutions like this hopefully will ease some of that burden.
Yeah, there is still a lot of need, even with people getting back on their feet after COVID. That need is everywhere, not just at this food bank that you profiled here.
Exactly. And, you know, people are more in need. And so something that Joyce mentioned is that they have a lot of kids, right, who when they show up with their families, they're actually eating the food right then and there. And so they are actually giving people snacks, right, because people are in so much hunger that they need to have that food immediately.
All right. Angeline, thank you.